that are fun to play and fun to do, because one way or another we are all going to get to the very end. And at the end we have a gauntlet wherein I try to do a scene with you and I'm trying to mess you up. I can't even see what you're doing. And somehow you're still going to create a contiguous scene that is fun to be in and fun to play. Because if you can do a scene with me when I can't even see you, you can do a scene with anyone and be bulletproof on stage. None of this is innate. All of it is learned. Let's get started. All right, we're going to do a little bit of infrastructure first. So I'm going to do a little bit of a technical explanation. We're going to do a little bit of like an emotional explanation, and then we're going to get into games. So I'm going to show you how we are going to actually connect with each other so that you're actually going to be able to play with the other people who are live online right now. As a part of this, please just watch the demonstration and then after execute. I promise it'll work better that way. Okay, so this is where you'll be able to see me. And if you scroll just a little bit up, then this is exactly where you can click to go into our classroom. Now this is where we will be able to interact and work with each other. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is type in a username. I'm going to call myself Mr. Phil. Continue. And then we wait just a little bit. We twiddle our thumbs while it gets up. It's possible it will ask you some stuff about like permissions, but you don't need to do that. I will put in my actual real birthday for sure. Yeah, this is my real birthday, I promise. Hit next. Okay, then it asks me to claim my account. I don't have to do this. I don't need to put in an email and password. I can just click off the button. Now I am in the actual real Discord channel, okay? Now I've got some red bars here. I don't worry about those at all. All I care about is going over to first the text channel, which means now I am in this channel. The fact that this is white and highlighted means I am in this channel. Then I go down to voice channels, classroom, I click that, and look, it's asking for permission to use my microphone. I'm gonna hit allow because I want to be able to talk to people. And then I'll go right down to video and turn on my camera so that my camera is on, and you should be able to see me. Oh, no, I gotta hit allow for the camera, and then you should be able to see me in a moment. Here I am. And other people should be appearing all the way around you on this screen. And that's it. And now we're all here and ready to collaborate. Okay, thank you for diligently waiting. Now go ahead and execute. Okay, if you were having trouble getting in the audio or the video connecting, now is like a really good time to panic! Panic! Go troubleshoot it, go get a camera, go get your audio hooked in because then pretty soon you're gonna need to actually play with some fellow comrades. So go ahead and troubleshoot that now. Okay, let's test out our breakout rooms. So go ahead and go over to the Discord channel. Look on the left side and see which of these breakout rooms that are the highest, most, are open. All the rooms only have 2 people per room except for the very first one, which, in case there's an odd man out, that person can then join that very first group and then we'll have a group of 3. Capiche? When you get into that room, go ahead and just introduce yourself, say your first name, maybe where you're from, learn one little factoid about them, and then we're going to come right on back. Begin! Okay. Now, I would like everyone to please come back. Please come back to the classroom. That's sort of where I quote-unquote am, although you can hear me at all these points in time. All right, we're technically oriented. The only thing we have left to do before we begin the actual lesson is meet our model student. Okay, you ready?
Nope. Let's do it anyway.
Hi, everybody. I'm Phil. This is Zachary, and Zachary is a co-runner of this whole improv cloud, and he's not historically an improviser. Have you ever done any improv before, once or twice, maybe?
Yeah, occasionally I auditioned for a troupe in college and didn't get in.
I'm so sorry. I too auditioned for a group in college and didn't get in. I think that's everyone's story. It's like 200 people, 2 spots, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're technically oriented. We've practiced using the equipment. Now we're ready to get into the actual lesson. We're going to play a game called word association. And the reason we play this game is because you start off in a black void where there is nothing yet. And when you need to start creating things, it can be hard to just invent things and pull them out of the darkness. So instead, we do something called association. And so maybe there's a sewing machine in the room and you want to pick up something next to it. So maybe there are pants there. And it's a way of building inventory, stuff that we have that we want to play with. And that's just a great way to get things going and so that it's not so hard, we're not doing so much work. And the way it works is I say a word and then Zachary says a word that he thinks of. That's similar to that word. And then I'll do the same thing off of his, okay? So if I say hammer, he says,
Ew.
I will go off of what I thought it was. So I thought he said rail, so I'll say spike.
Train.
Woo woo!
Whistle.
Cat call.
Cat.
Sharp.
Nails.
Great. Okay, so our goal is to make it effortless and to have fun. And you have fun by just being fine with saying whatever and finding your own inspiration about whatever you say. And it would be tempting to like, no, that's not good enough, or oh, that's too weird, or no, that's not similar. There's not enough time for that. You just do the first thing off the top of your head. Okay, you've seen it in action. You know how to do it. Go ahead and go to those breakout rooms in order, top to bottom, and play with another person. You will have 2 minutes. Go. Bong! Okay, I'll give you like 10 seconds to thank your partner, tell them effusively how great some part of it was, and then come back to the classroom and then come back to the main screen. The reason why I suggest really obvious, close associations is because it makes it more effortless. If you felt yourself going, oh, this is hard, that means you have done one of two things. You're trying to think of like a clever thing that sounds smart or fun, or you've already thought of two things and you're thinking those aren't good things. Those are great things, use those. All right, I'm gonna send you guys back to it now that you've gotten some feedback and had some time to think about it, and come back around and get 2 more minutes to attack it with a new partner. Go. Boom! Once again, come back to the classroom so you can see everybody's face, and then come back to the main screen so you can see my face, so we can debrief and talk about what just happened. If you found that hard, one suggestion is to try standing and stand in a more able-bodied way. A lot of the times people are using their polite voices and they're sitting in the same ways that you probably did in class, which actually disables your brain to think of stuff and to be playful. If you sit, any teacher knows that if you get your students to sit, they're more likely to listen, and if they're like standing like this, they're more likely to talk to their friends and mess with buttons and stuff. So let's do the other thing, which is to do this. Alright, this game is called Word Association Cowboy Style. And the reason we do this is because sometimes it's easier to actually play this game within what I will call a filter. And a filter is like a part of your personality who you're using your voice and your body to change. So let's everybody stand, get into some kind of a cowboy posture, and then we'll start saying some cowboy-like words. Are you ready? Here we go. once again, go back to the classroom, and then come please look at the main screen so we can do a little bit of a debrief. I've taught this hundreds of times so I can see into the future and know the note that I'm going to give you, and that is to get into a more active body stance, say things faster, and have more fun. And you do that by careening into the future. New partners.